Boom. We are alive, ladies and gentlemen. As the title says, is the bull market over? No, it is not. I can't make that clear enough, I don't think. I woke up feeling very bullish today. And I'm going to take you over the reasons why. Even though, look, there's a possibility we could still dip to 32,000, although I think that is almost totally impossible now that we're above 52K again. So this is great. Now, there's a few key levels I want to go over, and I think it's important for me to share, or at least I think it's important for me to share. I don't know what you guys think about this, but I think it's important for you to share the process. So straight to Bitcoin, and you should be able to see it on your screen right now on the 6 hour. Now, I should probably be a little bit more friendly with myself and even go out to the daily. These smaller time frames can give us the, kind of get us a little bit too emotional, I'm sure. Okay, so here we are in the daily. I wanted to talk about this for a few reasons. Primarily, if we think about, well, if you've joined the Bear family for a while, you'll know what a few things I'm about to go over. Primarily, there's this big chunk of supply here at the 37,000 mark. This was the area that we could have gone down to. We still could go down to. So often, we at the, well, actually all the time at the Arcane Bear family, we study these horizontal trading ranges. And Mr. Sir Richard Wyckoff kind of came up with this idea. But we're in a moment right now in the middle of the bull market, and generally these horizontal trading ranges are usually either reaccumulation or distribution patterns. Now, the architecture, which is like, is this a level A, is this a B, or is this a C, is very deceiving unless you're following the story of the supply signatures down below. And that's hyper important to be doing. So if you happen to be watching anyone that's not going over supply signatures, they probably don't know what they're talking about. If they're just looking at the architecture of the trade itself, it's almost useless information to think, okay, well, this is a distribution just because it's above the trading range and then came down. So in the private group, one of the things that we've gone over, oh, shout out to Feeling Fluffy, by the way, follow him on Twitter, one of the only other people I follow on Twitter. But this reaccumulation schematic 3 is a phase C that goes up, and the spring actually comes down quite often into phase C. So here, when we are looking at this, right, and we're like, okay, well, we've got phase A with our primary support, our buying climax, our first kind of rally. This was our kind of our spring moment, our first kind of test, and this was our spring. These are often looked at as a rising gradient bottom when they're bullish. So I'm actually very bullish right now. This looks very bullish to me. This looks like what's known as a rising gradient bottom. So there are two things that have happened, right? Number one, when we turned around here today, the reason why that is I'm going to go over with it. So this is our private group. If you feel yourself adventurous and like to try new things, join our private group by clicking the links below. But I want to take you over our trade setups. So this was my post from starting yesterday. Just fear and greed, everyone. Please understand the importance during these turbulent and comfortable times to recognize that what we're measuring in the markets is supply and demand characteristics brought on by human emotion. So here, thank you for whoever shared this. I think I found it from Jesse, but this point here was just after March 11th. We're talking about May. We're equivalent fear now than we were to May, and the pandemic in May versus today is quite a bit different. You know, it's still a little difficult. It's still like a little frustrating. Like, I want to go to Bali and I got to book these weird, I got to get a piece thing shoved up my nose. It's just a hassle, right? So there's still fear in the markets in general, but more importantly, coming back down to the lows that are not that much higher than the pandemic is pretty noticeable. So first things first. Secondarily is the miners day over day since the end of March have been only accumulating Bitcoin. And this is important to remember because the last time we came down, everyone's like, oh my God, FTT is dumping, because that's how they run a business. I don't know how that wasn't clear. But this big green supply change is happening for two reasons. This is the first reason why. So this is the Bitcoin stock to flow deflection model. As you can see here, when we are in the red, that's when Bitcoin is overpriced compared to what it costs to mine. When Bitcoin is down in the green, it is underpriced in compared to what it costs to mine. And generally we find an equilibrium of some kind, and that's what the stock to flow model represents. An equilibrium between the current price of Bitcoin and the price that it costs to create a Bitcoin through the process called mining. So the stock to flow deflection model here at 0.5 is approximately the average low that it goes to every time it dips. So back here in March of 2020, when Bitcoin dipped to 3 grand, that was approximately 0.5. That was approximately a 0.5% of the cost of Bitcoin. Or half of the price of the cost of Bitcoin at that time to mine it, right? So again, remembering that mining is a business, these people do not just do it so that they can have Bitcoin they keep forever. They need to sell that, turn it into an operating business model, pay their CPAs, their internet, their warehouses, their servers, all that fun stuff, new Ethernet cables. There's a cost to creating a Bitcoin, right? And that's what the stock to flow model represents. So when we are in the green here, that means it is underpriced. Bitcoin is underpriced right now, and that's important to remember. So the next thing here is that today, this morning, was actually the largest day-over-day increase in miners' net positions by 7,520 Bitcoin, the largest I've seen it in quite some time. So these were the reasons why I woke up feeling a little bullish. These on-chain metrics are really powerful when we're looking at technical analysis for a few reasons. Now, if we go back to our technical page, there are two things that could have happened. Normally, if it was a distribution, you'd come down like this, you'd drop right to pretty much here, and you'd have a major sign of weakness below the trading range at around $47,000 and to $43,000. And if that were to happen, we would have definitely come down to $30,000. But I've been consistently making the idea here that there was no dramatic supply increase, and this to me says it is not an upthrust in a distribution. This is an accumulation pattern. This is a spring we witnessed here. Otherwise, the supply signature would have been massive on the way up into the upthrust. Here, this price signature rise here, but it wasn't. Look how small the supply signature is moving up. And that to me says that this is a bullish phase C. So people like Crypto are going around apparently telling hundreds of thousands of people things they know fucking nothing about. And that makes sense. The mainstream or the retail investor has always made these mistakes, primarily because the mainstream, I guess we could call some of these bigger YouTubers mainstream now, hundreds of thousands of views, a lot of fucking people, creates this. If you look at when you look at the fact that miners day over day are increasing their supply, when you go to the HODL cap, where's the other one? Oh, I traded this earlier in the day. I did it in live trading. Back. Okay. So these are, this is another great set of data from Glassnode. It's the realized cap HODL waves. And this shows the kind of day over day function of how many people have been holding Bitcoin for how long throughout the price movement, and the increase of people 24 hours, 1 day, 1 month, etc. And the longer the term the holder, the more likely they are going to either stay entirely dormant, or which is the idea of the best investors are dead or apparently lost in a dump somewhere. One of the best things you could do is create a wallet for yourself that you can't open out of the safety deposit box or something. You can't log into for like 6 years, and you just keep putting assets in there. That'd be a super smart idea for someone who has the disease of the early stage investor and overtrades and moves around too much instead of just buying right and sitting tight. So this HODL wave is showing us that that whole entire drop was not the big players, right? So people are like, when someone in the private group is like, oh, well, Kirby says the bull market is over. All these people are saying the bull market is over. Well, they are wrong, because they are not. I don't know why they're wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, right? But I don't think so. Could we still see 30,000, 37, 32,000? Yes, but it's just going to be a reaccumulation. And even more importantly, the fact that we are now above $52,000 and have just touched the top of the spring here. If we get above 50, so this is the key right here. This is the key to this bullish moment. We need to close above the POC, which is sitting approximately at $54,900, $55,900 approximately. If we close above this red line, on this daily time frame, we are going to rip to 100 grand, like 90, 100 grand super fast by August is still my main perception. So it would probably do this, right? We'd see it, it would come up, it would come back down, it would test. Maybe it would be a rising, like this rising gradient bottom that we've seen before, and then fucking boom, right? So that would be July, we would be at around $75,000, and then from, oh, hello, Julia. Thank you for a message. That was more important, I'm sure. That message is always more important to me than any of the price shit that's going on. But this is what I think we're looking at now. And this is beautiful. This is a spring. This looks like a spring to me. This does not look like an upthrust. The supply characteristics are not there. I stand by that assertion like 100%. So anyways, I'm being distracted by all the beautiful messages that are popping up on my screen right now. Yeah, so the idea about the bull market being over is me saying, no, it is not over. I love that. People like Crypto, whatever. I mean, congratulations to them for doing so well off Bybit affiliate links to just have. I won't be mean. I love everybody. I'm friends with these guys. I would still give them a hard time. I'd be like, motherfucker, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you got lucky. Well, ain't nothing wrong with getting lucky. I got lucky too. I mean, fuck that shit. I'm still alive. I got lucky today. Anyways, this is I'm not ragging on people. I think that they're, think that they're people just like me, and that means we make mistakes. We do stupid shit all the time. But anyways, here we go on a smaller time frame. This is the 1 hour chart for Bitcoin right now. And again, you're looking at a horizontal trading range. And I want to point this out to you guys. This is one of the reasons why we do not pattern trade, is because a lot of people use an asymmetrical triangle like this, and they'll think, oh, it's going to break down here. Well, this doesn't. It's temporary. It's very temporary when you're in a bull market, these types of breakdowns. It lasted only a few hours. So we often will never ever talk about like ascending or descending stuff within the smaller time frames, because they're usually irrelevant to the larger story. And that's really what you want to be paying attention to. But look how quickly we turned around and jumped significantly higher. And again, more importantly, this $52,000 area, where there is a nice chunk of supply that's still holding here on the VPVR. This is the area, the first area we need to close above. And again, just judging by where we are, we jump up above 52, we keep 51, 52, boom, we close above 56, 57. We're running straight to the top of this trading range. And we are going to $100,000 Bitcoin by August. There, I said it. That should have been the title of the video. $100,000 Bitcoin by August. That's what I got to end this video. We got to start it over again. $100,000 Bitcoin by August. Who's with me now? I should probably re-tite it. Yeah, I already said that. The video title saying the bull market is over is just clickbait, because too many noobs are highly emotional. So we try to take advantage of that and bring them some better information, because they all end up watching Crypto. And I don't know how to get their attention other than like screamy faces or some shit. I don't know. I'm trying to trick the fucking algorithms into giving them real content. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just jealous. I'm just jealous that I'm not a bigger YouTuber. That's not the case. Oh God, I do wish we could be more popular, but I'm gonna wait till I'm like 40. I think it'll be a real shine moment then. Okay, so that's my sentiment. $100,000 Bitcoin by August. I stand by that. Not budging, and I just feel ever the more confident with what appears to be a spring to me now. No, it's not over yet, right? We still have two key levels. We will need to hold in this 52K area, and then we need to jump and hold above the $57,000 area. So 52, 57, and then we're running to around probably 70. We'll probably retest 65 if we're lucky, and then that puts us out July and then August for $90,000 to $100,000 Bitcoin. So Congratulations to everyone who didn't get scared. I did close some Bitcoin profits out here, but we are up so high. We're already up 10x. Like, what do I care? It's fine. I need operating capital for the next little bit. Got to spend some money to go to Bali anyways, so it's fine. I took some USDT out. Make sure I have enough money to keep making venture capital investments. Oh, and we're investing in TerraBlock. So if you guys haven't yet, check out TerraBlock. We're going to start doing more deep dives. I think it's terrablock.io. I'm just going to type it in, TerraBlocks, don't get it wrong. Terrablock.ai. Jesus, I would have glad I didn't get that one wrong. Kind of easy portfolio management for the beginner trader, like an index for tokens. So keep your eye on this one. Join their Telegram community and enjoy the ride on that. Next thing. Okay. I feel super excited, guys. These are always really difficult moments because this is the average retail trader. This is not people who have billions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars, or even the people that have tens of millions of dollars are still fuck this up because they actually do something here. And when you have like $100 million, you don't do anything here. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck if it goes to 100,000 and comes back down to 40. You don't think about it. And I guess that's probably one of the big differences too. Is you don't want to get rich quickly, or rather it's the people don't want to get rich slowly, and that's the best way to try to build this and play this game. Anyways, let's go over everything else. Ethereum showing some nice strength, retesting here too. And Ethereum was really interesting because it started to form what looked like a clearer reaccumulation my internet's going a little slow. I apologize for this. Okay. Okay, yeah. So we saw a nice horizontal trading range. Again, I will repeat, we do not do intermediary like, oh, it's a descending triangle. No, fuck that. Just focus on the horizontal trading range. Just stay there. This looked like a nice trading range that was forming. We had no real spring, but it looks like we're getting an SOS already. So we'll keep an eye on Ethereum here. Really, things look great. It does look like we're about to get an SOS and a potential breakout, especially if Bitcoin just continue. If Bitcoin does this, it will happen in the next 24 hours too, which I believe is going to happen. 52 to 53, 57, and then we're going to 68. It will probably, if we're lucky, we'll come back down, test 58, 59. We'll take a little bit more fucking sweet ass time in the market, try to shake out more retail people, maybe even retest the $54,000 area and then go for a high. But I believe that this was the spring. Look how much supply came into there, and on the daily it's only sell signature supply. So we'll just give that again guys. I really I hope that you're all doing your homework. Again, look at the supply signature here, and again we need a massive amount of supply coming into the top for this to have been a distribution. This is where Crypto got it wrong. Like, I'll give him one thing. He got the structure right, but totally missed the importance of understanding the supply and demand characteristics, especially when we have all this amazing on-chain data. You don't even need to look at you don't even need to look at this anymore. I could basically witness the same thing by looking at who the holders are and where the supply dipped into, because here the supply dipped basically into people who had bought within the last 3 months only. Any of the long-term players didn't budge at all, and they're the real game. Anyways, so that's that. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you're enjoying your time. Let's go over the rest of the market. Okay. If that was the spring for Bitcoin, there's a very real argument to say that this might be the spring for a few other things that were looking a little weak. SRM jumped right back to the top of its trading range. So that's nice. And, the more I look at these, I'm starting to think that we may be seeing a rising gradient bottom here as well for SRM. We saw that with FTT, which was another one of our favorite plays. So if we look at FTT and kind of compare this, there was a rising gradient bottom through this trading range here this whole time. Right? This is what this looks like when you get because here's the first part. This is where we started to take our entries for FTT. If you're in the private group, you'll remember this moment. It was around $32. I'm still in that position. We had a nice run up, our primary SOS and our backup phase, almost all the way back down to our original entry, right? And then we continued to climb through this rising gradient bottom. So the spring actually became, to some degree, a retest of the primary trading range as we went further and out of the box. So FTT, I think, is a kind of an early stage example of what's happening in likely in Bitcoin, and then also in a few others like SRM. Let's see if Solana was the same. So Solana was another one of our favorites. SRM, SOL, and FTT I all added to that since March 25th, basically. So every one of those plays in the private group. I know I didn't get to write PDFs up, guys. I will get better at posting the videos instead of the PDFs because they're more timely. But this area here around between March 25th and March 29th, where I took my primary positions in Solana, FTT, and SRM, I was a little late to the boat too. I actually, I had like a $200,000 position. Did I just say that? Stupid. Okay. I normally never tell you guys how many sizes I'm taking in something. That I feel silly for that. I had a nice position in SRM. And I was a little confused. Right? I was feeling hesitant. I sold a few Bitcoin. So I lightened my position it's still in profit, but, I lightened my position throughout this move because I was just a little confused. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't want to be sitting so heavily in a position that's up 10x right now when I'm not like, if it was Bitcoin, I wouldn't care. Like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. Like SRM, there's so many, like you got Dodo, how many other derivatives, multi-index exchange plays are there? Like a crap ton. So I wasn't feeling as confident as I should have. So I lightened my load, but I'm still in there. I still got a nice position in there as well. I just lightened up a little bit because I was a little concerned, especially because we need to witness a longer play. I need Bitcoin to show me this move above 57,000 before I'm feeling hyper excited about the rest of the alternative plays I'm in. But again, Solana has been really powerful here. You know, if you take the day where we had the big primary shakeout, we've seen 120% extension already on Solana. So up from my first entries in March, we're around 250%, which is just freaking amazing. And it just goes to show what I've been trying to talk about this whole time is that Bitcoin it doesn't matter. Don't ever listen to the Bitcoin maximalists. They don't know a goddamn thing about venture capital. And that's what we're here for. One of the fun things is if you really understand the sentiments that I talk about when I mention ideas like asymmetry, or even better, if you listen to the book Dan Dow and take the time to understand it from someone who's already made $100 million instead of like, say poor old me in comparison. You guys like the 100 million is a whole nother level of ball game. That's like you're usually 60, 50 if you can hold on to it as well. Anyways, the point of this is heads I win, tails I only lose a little. And that's one of the things I love about venture capital. I don't need $100,000 play every time, right? In the early days, like even $1,000 position in SRM is fine, right? There's nothing wrong with that. That's usually the number I usually go by. I got $1,000 position. That's great. The upside potential is astronomical. For the first time, the opportunity that you have to potentially experience what it's like to be a venture capitalist at a global scale is right at your fingertips. And you don't need to be betting the house on it. You can put small amounts of money in things like Solana and FTT or synthetics, and it can pay off astronomically for you. I can't express that enough. And I think it's the most exciting part. Right, I think the maximalists do a disservice to the community of investors and the people who have built, entrepreneurs who have built businesses for a very long time. You know, we were functioning, building businesses and creating things of value for one another for a very long fucking time. Right? It's important to remember that hasn't changed. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. I'm definitely going to have to remake a video tomorrow morning. talking about Bitcoin to 100,000 by August, because that spring to me today was just the confirmation I needed. I woke up, I was feeling bullish, everything went up, SRM broke back to the top of the box. I felt pretty good about that. So let's go over some thoughts and questions. Thank you guys all. Give us the thumbs up. If you're new to this content, leave your thoughts or comments. Please subscribe to the channel because I am not popular. So the more of you that subscribe to this channel, like and share our videos, the potential that might happen. No, I don't care. Actually, hold on. Let me rescind that comment. I am ridiculously happy with the Bear family. We could get smaller and lose more people, and I would still be happy. The Bear family, those of you that are in the private group, I'm so grateful for how many beautiful intellectual conversations we get to have, sharing life like a real community with one another. Yeah, I'm just being ridiculous tonight for some reason. I think it's just because it's fun to give yourself a hard time. Asymmetric risk. Yes, it's one of my favorite ideas. Let's take a look. Andrew Sanders says, I unsubbed from everyone except Arcane Bear, and I stopped swing trading my money away. Thanks for the great advice. Hometown, Canada. I'm a Costa Rican resident now, by the way. I'm not. I'm stuck with the branding from the Canadians, I guess. Let's take a look. A few more guys' thoughts here. What's an SOS, Alan? If you don't know, an SOS means sign of strength. So we study the Wyckoff trading method and the Wyckoff trading ranges. One of the important parts about that. Well, it's just these horizontal trading ranges. You can find a lot of it if you type Richard Wyckoff. We also offer a private group, but those are only for those of you who like trying new things. Let's see here. I used to like BitBoy when I was new to the space, and then I unsubbed. Okay. BitBoy is the worst at clickbait and bad info. I think that's maybe a reflection of this is why retail gets it wrong, is because those guys attract retail traders. And that's what I like about Richard Wyckoff, the heuristic about like, look guys, we're trying to help save you money, not just make money. We're trying to help you save money from making all the stupid mistakes that are very likely to make in your early days, like over trading and emotional investing. You shouldn't do that. Look, Bitcoin and the blockchain is going to change the way we do business for decades to come. It is not just about Bitcoin. Think about that. Do your research, invest into solid ideas, and even more importantly, understand deeply, thoroughly meditate around the idea of asymmetry, and you're gonna fucking win this game over the next 10 years without any troubles. Just be patient, because it is a game that requires time and volatility, and it is the volatility of others through irrational behavior, either to the up or to the downside, that we are consistently betting on. So for those of you that are new right now, Bitcoin is going a lot higher. I'm standing by $100,000 Bitcoin by August. Yeah, I'm gonna stand by that. $100,000 Bitcoin by August. Nice. We're gonna see a little bit of our first pullback for the day. Here we go. That's fun. I guess first pullback for the day. If you look on the small time frames, it looks like we had this big drop today. People are probably talking about this asymmetrical triangle, and then look at that. Boom, invalidated. This is why we don't trade those. This is why we ignore that kind of stuff. Take a look at a few more of your guys' thoughts and questions. Brian says, love the bear den. Nice. JW. Thanks, JW. I appreciate that, brother. Okay, let's look. We'll scroll all the way to down to the bottom here and take a look. JW says, no prerequisite for doing the private group. Just click on the links and get ready to learn and make some money. Yes, exactly. It's pretty easy, and be patient. Good things take time. So by the way, one of the things we do, guys, too, just for any of you that are in there, if you ever type stupid shit in the chat or in the comments, I just ban you. Just know you don't have freedom of speech in the bear cave. I'm sorry, this isn't America. This is the Bear Channel. If you say dumb stuff, we just remove you because you're noise effectively. So if you become noise, I'm getting rid of you. How's that? Andrew P. Elon Musk needs to send you a Starlink. Costa Rican interweb is cutting out when your venture capital. You know, it could be because, let's take a look here. Actually, you know what it could be as well. There we go. This might actually help. Jeez, yay. Okay, back to the thoughts here. Let's go back to the screen. Okay, still holding above 52K. This looks great. $100,000 Bitcoin by August. I'm just gonna keep saying it. Some music, yeah, we'll do that at the end. I promise. The guitar's even in tune. I was playing today. Ethereum price prediction. I'm not going to make a prediction on Ethereum. It's still a venture capital play to me, so the volatility can be extraordinarily high and low. So I'm going to watch step by step here, but everything's looking good. I think we're in the SOS for Ethereum right now. So Dreamio says, I saw a couple of analysts saying we could bounce to 42 to 50K before going to 43. Yeah, here's the thing. I've said the exact same thing. It just depends on how long you've been listening to the video for. So we've got a few key points, right? Because I still think we could come down to 32,000 for a reaccumulation after decline, but currently this is now looking like a rising gradient bottom. So I have almost or at least the last two videos said we need to hold above 52 and more importantly 57, and then we're going out of the box to 67 really quick. If we can't get above 52 or more importantly 57, we will retest 43. If we test 43 and we can't get back above 50 at that point, we will come down to like 35,000. So keep that in mind. But currently what happened here today looks very bullish to me. It's just my sentiment. I'm doing well. Thank you, Iron Alien. Thank you for asking. Yeah, guys, just if you're new, please to God, don't use leverage. You need to have a lot of collateral and B, the skill set to use leverage properly. And then it's a fucking dream. It's a godsend, especially at the beginning of the bull market. No, I am not bearish, not in any way, shape or form, not even fucking close to bearish. It just doesn't make any sense. You know, if currently, again, guys, think about this. Think about everything I've said. If Bitcoin being mined is a business model, and currently Bitcoin is undervalued on the cost to mine it, and on a day-over-day basis you see miners increasing their position, and as a matter of fact today they had their largest position increase for quite some time, actually back since at least July, with over 6,900 Bitcoin thrown into their reserves today alone. And you know, and even higher yesterday at 7,000, and today it's 7,000, or the day before 7,000. So we're at our highest it's been in quite some time. Again, you need this. What we're looking at here is the idea that Bitcoin is underpriced based off of its mining cost. So we're looking at two features here. Matt Baez says, I've turned $3,500 into $23,000 since January with what I've learned from your videos. Thank you. Well, congratulations, Matt. I'm glad we were able to help in your learning process. That is a huge win for you. I'm so stoked about that. Good work. Should give away some free bear coin, shouldn't we? Should probably give away some free bear coin. Can you send a link to the Discord? It is a paid group only. You have to have some skin in the game to join our family. Doesn't the volume signature seem bearish still? No. The volume signature never seemed bearish. This is what I've, if you rewind the video and you look at the video I did just the other day, it's actually the movement up that's significant. If we had a lot of buy volume here, a lot of supply buy on the upthrust, that's where it's bearish, not the downside. This looks more like a spring, which is actually bullish. So you have to remember that often you need to look at the opposites to understand the market sentiment. When did you start accumulating? I bought my first Bitcoin at $90. And then again at $1,000 because I was kind of stupid. And then I learned how to actually play the game. And then I bought a bunch more at $400, $500, $600, $700. Ran it all the way up to 20, took some profits, continued to manage my business, and started rebuying again around March 11th and onwards, everywhere between what, 5, 6, 7, only a little bit at 5 again because I was a little concerned about the pandemic. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, I started to open longs on everything basically. What are the chances of the weekend pump? That means nothing. This being the weekend doesn't mean a whole lot. Again, we're looking at two very key important areas. We need to hold above 52 and then 57. If we can't get above 52, we will come back to 43. But if we go to 43, we're probably going to fucking 37. So yes, this moment right now, ladies and gentlemen, is like a coin has flipped and landed on its edge. And even though I feel very bullish and very confident, it's also because I don't give a fuck about what the price does. So please remember that. Well, you have to know that I do not care. Actually, I do care. If Bitcoin comes back to $32,000, I am excited as fuck because I'm going to buy way more of it because it will never come down that low again. And that's the other reason why I don't think it will go that low. Let's see here. Yes, I could. Again, we could retest in the 37 if we fail. If we fail here, we could come much lower. So, but I also don't think that's going to happen. This looks like a beautiful spring to me. And on the daily, we have seen no buy with our first daily green candle coming in today. And once you get one green daily, you usually get a few. What year was 90 US dollars? I think it was around 2011. I was taking a lot of psychedelics at that point and working. So it's a little bit of a rainbow colorful blur to me. But somewhere between 2011 and then in 2012, 2013 is when I bought it again at $1,000. Right, pretty much at the Cypritic or the Cyprus banking collapse. What is the best instrument to get a young boy interested in music? Go with the steel tongue drum. I love the steel tongue drum. Ben Ball says, I've tried my hardest to join the Bear Crew, but PayPal doesn't approve rebilling in Australia. Ben, if you email info@arcanebear.com, we do accept crypto, but only for a year membership. If you're not, and again, for anyone that does that, if you're not happy, we give you a refund. Although you do have to ask for that refund within the first month. Okay, if you keep extending it, it doesn't work like that. But if you email info@arcanebear.com and you can't use PayPal, we will accept crypto. It has to be a minimum a year. And we'll actually add a way for that you can do that more consistently. Iron Alien says, I got to do homework. Fuck college. I just wanted crypto. And perfect. Keep studying, though. Enjoy what you love, hopefully, right? Swilia, cool as the chat. That's an interesting name. Says, hey, Arcane Bear. What does it mean that Bitcoin is underpriced based on the mining costs? That means that what it costs right now in electricity, Ethernet, CPAs, business people, so this Don Juan guy who's talking, he's like, oh, people call people family and then make them pay. It's like, yeah, fuck yeah, family pays because they need skin in the game, you little baby. Fuck you. That's how I feel about that. It's not manipulative. That's how you play the fucking game, you pussy. Anyways, the rest of you I love. Even if you don't pay, I don't care. I give it all away for free. If you can't fucking do your own goddamn homework with the information I give for free and you're that broke that you can't pay, go fucking get a job. So we'll go back to the question that Sylvia was asking and we'll continue to tell Don Juan to go fuck off. No, Discord group is paid only. It's not free. If you want anything free, we're doing that right now. This is it. This is all you get. If you can't get the value out of that, it's your own fault for being lazy. So Sylvia, though, you did ask a question. You said, what's this Bitcoin price cost? Okay, I'm going to go over that. Okay, here we go. So actually I'm going to go back to the private group so we can go through it over in trade setups because I've already got it loaded. Okay, so two key things. A, miners have been day over day increasing their holdings. They're now just today increased their holdings by 7,000 Bitcoin. That's a lot of flow. Now this is the Bitcoin stock to flow deflection model. So you've probably often heard about the stock to flow model. And here, what we're doing is looking at the price cost of the Bitcoin as it moves above. So I'm going to roll out here, and actually we'll use it on the live so I can show you more data around the stock to flow. So here's the stock to flow model with multiple years in it. Stock to flow deflection. Let's actually get a little... Boom, there we go. So here you can see in 2017, as soon as we crossed the $5,000 to $6,000 mark and we were in the red here, this was Bitcoin being overpriced for the cost to produce like to actually mine a Bitcoin, right? So every day as miners go to work and they buy ASICs and they buy miners like ASICs, and they've got to pay their accountants and buy new Ethereum Ether cables, Ethereum cables. It's pretty much all they're used for nowadays anyways, is Ethereum or Bitcoin. That costs money. And this is on average what the stock to flow model represents. It's the amount of stock to Bitcoin, and that cost to produce a Bitcoin based off their flow has kept this nice relative value. And if you haven't seen the stock flow model yet, well, welcome to the Bitcoin sector, because it probably means you're new here. And what we're trying to do is help you not make mistakes kind of easily by showing you some of these key ideas right out the gate. So the stock to flow model represents oh, dang, yeah, the internet's a little slow. Okay, so the stock to flow model represents over time the cost that it is to produce a Bitcoin, and this kind of nice even graph. And here you have 2017 on the left-hand side of the screen when we ran up to 20 grand, when we dropped below 3. So pretty much anything below the line of the stock to flow model is underpriced Bitcoin. And as you can see, as we zoom in here, on the stock to flow model, Bitcoin is, the cost of Bitcoin right now is currently below the $86,000 price. So Bitcoin is currently costing around $86,000 to mine per Bitcoin today. That's why the miners are keeping it. And no, I never once said the Discord is free. Never once said that. So here, we're currently sitting at $50,000 Bitcoin when it costs $86,000 to produce a Bitcoin. That means the upside here is very easy to see. And we've actually run into this stock to flow model pretty much every time before the miners had a big sell-off. Each time you see this peak out at 56,000 and 40,000, that was all miner sales. And people kept being like, oh my God, F2 pool is dumping. Do you remember that? That's when we hit the top. Bitcoin became overvalued and they were like, well, fuck it, let's just sell it today. Boom, fuck it, sell it today. But now they've been holding on a day over day basis here at a, because it's actually not economically beneficial for them to sell at these low prices. And that's where most of the supply comes from. So this is really, really important to understand these two things. So Bitcoin is currently underpriced by around $35,000. Yes, so that's what I mean. I know I just like to give people shit. Avalanche has been giving us some really nice accumulation opportunities. I agree. $22 is underpriced as well. You're a borderline guru, a very sweary one. Or we could just say I'm young. Love the live stream tonight. Spyro says, thank you. I'm having a great time over here, riffing and ranting with you guys. Moved to Puerto Rico. I live in Costa Rica. And I'm going to be moving to Indonesia. So there's that. This is a lot of great info for free. Thank you, Bear. My pleasure. I did not say the Discord is free. It has never been free. I will never do that. Skin in the game only for that one, guys. But we do this all the time for free. For you guys, because we love you. If it costs $86,000 to make it, why is it trade to 52? Because people have been scared right now. Are you worried about the government taxing crypto? I'm not. I don't live in the United States. I don't pay taxes in the United States, and I bank offshore. I'm a non-resident of the country I was born in, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't get notifications anymore. I don't know. Guys, check your notifications. If you're subscribed to the channel, check your notifications. YouTube probably bans me because of how much I swear. It's probably a clear thing. Like, this is probably one of the things too. I probably swear. You don't get my notifications either? Dang, son. I wonder if it's because I swear and I'm not like child friendly or something. I don't know. What about BSV and BCH? Meh. Garbage. Thoughts on Aave? I'm not going to go. I really only wanted to go over our kind of new basket holds of Solana, but we could take a quick roll through. Did I disclose Ethereum? Okay, well, we'll go to Avalanche, maybe a spring there as well, although the supply signature there looks a little worrying. SRM jumped back to the top of its trading range today. Let's see, look at it on the 4-hour. Yeah, Aave again in the bottom of its trading range. It's pretty easy to think that we haven't seen a spring, so we've got our creek going like this. We haven't jumped across the creek yet either. We could still see a bullish breakout. We could maybe say that this was a spring, but the supply signature I usually want to be equivalent to the primary shakeout or profit taking area. So we haven't hit that yet. Bands, again, these SOSs out of the box will often do this. They're quite volatile. So I'm not particularly sure yet. There's a few like M-Stable and Band that have this kind of similar pattern here that I'm a little unsure of at the moment. Things like Solana and FTT, they followed a much more clearer standard. Synthetics here as well could be a spring, especially if you were to, if I were to redraw this here now that we've seen a little bit more development in the price structure. Here you have your falling accumulation pattern, and here was your spring. So if we break above 21 here, and it's seeming more and more likely. Is the Bear Den a place to learn about U.S. crypto tax? No, I can help you out with that one for free. If you go to arcanebear.com, and actually let's go do that right now. Go to arcanebear.com. Oh, there's reaccumulation schematic 3. Here's what you get if you are part of the private group. But into resources is free. And let's see. Don't click on Wu Wei. That shouldn't even be there. I got to remove that. Where is it? Services, tax solutions. So arcanebear.com under services and then tax solutions, and then get a hold of Archer. I don't know if they're accepting new clients right now, but within the next week or two, they'll be able to help you out. I know they're just hiring some more people right now. You can also take a look at our portfolio. We'll slowly be building that out. So there's more information on everything we've invested in. So keep that in mind. Do you ever use chart patterns like X, A, B, C, D? No, I think it's a waste of time and it makes things too complicated. I like to make it as simple as possible and try to use as few things as possible. Anyone who makes that much noise, like even most of the time when you guys see my charts, it'll look like this because I hate the color of the wicks. It can make it even more dramatic. What do you think of Sol? Yeah, we invested in Sol around March 25th. I love it. How do you determine the bottom of a trading range? Do your homework and study. Is the Bear Den? Okay, you already asked that one. Mitchell K says, Arcane Bear, when are you going to make some more music videos near your waterfall? Would be nice. I'll try to do that more before I take off. And actually, we're in the dry season right now, so that waterfall is mostly a trickle. Turns into a waterfall in the next few weeks, though. Are you long or short Bitcoin? You could just be long Bitcoin forever, and I won't go short Bitcoin ever. It sounds stupid. Although I will open options contracts because I'm not stupid. What are your thoughts on EOS and 1inch? I own 1inch. That's my thoughts. I don't own EOS. I don't know what that means. SNX, fantastic. Yeah, I've got some there. Again, if you guys want to see my whole general portfolio, this is all data we give away for free. You can go to arcanebear.com/club. Like this. You do have to sign in to see some of it. Right, like there's other content that you can't get, like the private stuff, but all this you can get. Like if you want to know more about Avalanche, we're starting our general research, but these are all things we're invested in. Let's go back to the Bitcoin chart. Let's see how we're doing. 51.8. We're doing great here. Interested in doing a Q&A on things other than crypto? Yeah, we could do another video. What do you think about what do you like about Indonesia? Well, that's a bunch of things. I love Indonesia. Specifically, I think the universe told me that if I want to maybe meet a beautiful woman that I fall in love with for a good many years and have kids or something, I need to go to Indonesia. So that's where I'm going. That's what I got during the meditation. So I'm out. Crypto is way too hyper for me. I get anxious. Yeah, I feel sorry that that's what draws in the noobs, but there you go. Hey man, taxes are high in Canada. I don't live in Canada. I watched you since 2017 and you've responded to my comments. The comments were your taste in music and lifestyle. Oh, great. It's great to have you. I love music and I love lifestyle. Or I love life and style, I guess, rather, you could say. A new project called Synthify, launching on Solana soon. Nice. Guys, if you have not yet and you're looking for a place to buy and hold cryptos or trade if you happen to be good, I would go to arcanebear.com/FTX and sign up and you'll get 5% discount anytime you trade there. Mike Ott says, thank you, Bear. I will be joining the den when I have funds. You and Lark and the Blue are the holy trinity of trading gurus. Well, thanks for that. I love both of those gentlemen. Indonesia is awesome. No, I actually really like the ice baths, the food, the culture, the fact that people like bring incense to little Buddhas and like little Ganeshas. That's my jam right there. Let's be real here. But no, there's a very specific reason. I sat down, meditated, had a question, and that's what I got back. Just being real here. Sam says, I just joined the stream. Aave is ripping. Aave is definitely not ripping, by the way. It's up a little bit. So just be careful when you say stuff like that. It is not ripping. So be serious there. How did you become a non-resident? I moved somewhere. I've been living in foreign countries for over a decade, and I'm a resident of another country. I also don't have a Canadian driver's license anymore. I don't have Canadian healthcare anymore. These are all things you can cancel that increase your non-residency, and then pay a departure tax, which is like, I don't know why I have to pay a fucking tax for leaving, but apparently you have to pay a departure tax too. So that's that. Yeah, Canada is in big trouble. I agree. Canada is definitely a prison right now. I'm worried for that country. I feel sorry for the people that live there. They need to stand the fuck up and not let their government get away with that stupid shit. What I saw happening in Montreal to Rebel News is absolutely horse shit. How do you let go of 9 to 5 and go full-time beach mode? Work your fucking ass off and work even more than 9 to 5 hours. You don't go less than 9 to 5 unless you got lucky. Is there a reason you traders use Heiken Ashi? No, I actually most of the time use the area chart. But yeah, Heiken Ashi is actually a trend candle, and I just like it. It removes some of the noise. Anything I can do to get rid of the noise and the emotion. That's what I try to do. One day I want to be as spiritual as you. Please, I'm not don't do that. Like, we can be nice to me about shit talking about asymmetry, but spiritual per se, like, nah, I'm like a baby still. But I appreciate that anyways. Oh yes, the right-hand side is called the VPVR. This shows us where the most amount of trading and volume has taken place. It's one of my favorite indicators. It just, again, whatever I can do to remove noise, guys, it really helps. Like, look how much cleaner the chart looks when you get rid of the candles. Yes, Serum right now. Feeling so good about that play. Any place to find good reviews on altcoin projects? Christopher, you're thinking too much. I just told you go to arcanebear.com/club, and that's everything I own. I don't know what more you need. Asymmetry, motherfuckers. Think about that. Look into the digital nomad lifestyle, and you need to learn how to hustle hard. You work more than 9 to 5. Yeah, you definitely work more than 9 to 5 when you're building your own businesses. I own multiple companies, now. Like, I own corporations. I'm opening a new corporation in Dubai soon. Like, it's fun, but it's not easy, and no one's gonna do it for you. Okay, well, that's about the day. That's about it for today. It's a nice hour-long chat. Great to see you guys. I really appreciate all your support. You want me to end these shows with a little bit of music, which I will do. I think maybe what we'll do is just play the same song I was playing the other day, because it's one of my favorites. Follow us on the social media channels on Instagram and Twitter for more ridiculous things from Tiho. Let's see. Any of the links down below, and down below here. I'm going to play the guitar. We'll go with that. And so these are some songs I wrote a little while ago. This one I've been playing again. I really like it. Let's see. Wait. What is this? Area says, some days the world feels cold. Some days I've had a long, hard road. But you'd always be by my side. Always there, my guiding light. Some days the world feels cold. But some days I've had a long, hard road. But you'd always be by my side. Always there, my guiding light. You face to face. There's memories of your grace. 'Cause you'll always be by my side. Always there, my guiding light. Anyways, that's a little song I wrote this last year during the pandemic. Something about, oh yeah, and it goes like, that's a, holy water. Hold on. My voice is a little out of tune there. Right. Holy water, coming forth to carry me home. Holy water, carry me home. Dig your toes into the sand and wade out off and into the distance and carry me home. Holy water, oh, oh, carry me home. Anyways, thank you guys. This is a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the little ditty there. Love playing. I was like, don't tell me it's this. See how it makes like a cracking noise? That you can kind of hear it. Someone accidentally drove over it and cracked it. So I tried fixing it myself, but because I'm not like a perfect woodworker. It still makes a noise now. Oh, I think we're gonna fix it this next time now. Anyways, we'll see you guys on the next episode. Oh, and by the way, actually, just as a quick heads up, if you want to, and you want to hear that song, like like a thing that you would listen to, if you go to YouTube, check this out. You've probably never even noticed this before. And then you go, see Benjamin Cohen though, I like him. I don't listen to his stuff, but he's good. And you go Arcane Bear, what is it, Dark Sky? Dark Cloud, that's what it is. So here, yeah, Arcane Bear's Dark Clouds. So here you can, you're right, I had a Dolly Parton sing with me. So normally I write the lyrics, and then I have someone else sing the songs for me. So this is what it sounds like when a woman sings it.
I can't seem to keep my eyes tight. It's only me, no one inside.
Yeah.
This pain is a familiar friend.
Hold my hand, guide me till the end. Where I'll meet you face to face. With the memories of your grace. Anyways, you guys can go watch this song if you'd like to hear the much better recorded version by typing in Arcane Bear Dark Cloud, or just at the bottom of the channel you'll be able to see that I've recorded other songs on the channel itself. There's a bunch of music I write, so if you happen to like the music, enjoy that. And yeah, look how long my fucking hair was, right? So good. Hold on, let's let it play out. This is the intro.
Some days the world feels cold.
Someday on that lonely road,
You'll always be
by my side,
You're always there,
my guiding light. Okay, anyways, there you go. That's that. That's what the song sounds like when. So I wrote that, and then I usually have other people sing for me. And again, if you want, if you jump on there, you can find that I've actually played a bunch of music. Like I've got a bunch of music on there. Anyways, anyways, if you like my music, it's there. It's just at the bottom of the channel under the music playlist. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. I love you all. You're fantastic. We'll see you on the next episode. Boom.